In football, the spotlight usually shines on the goal scorers and flashy dribblers, right? That magical number 10 who can weave past defenders, or the striker who nets a last-minute winner. But what about the ones who operate in the shadows? The players who cover every inch of the pitch, dictate the rhythm, and rarely receive the applause they deserve. Think about the midfielders whose precise passes earn nods of approval, or defenders whose perfect tackles calm anxious fans. Even goalkeepers become heroes when they make a jaw-dropping save. Yet there's always that one player who seems almost invisible, following the ball without making waves. If any position embodies this invisibility, it's the defensive midfielder, or as some might call it, the volante. Casual fans often dismiss them as the player who just passes sideways, keeps things simple, and does the unglamorous work. And if anyone has carried this reputation, it's none other than Sergio Busquets. But here's the twist: Busquets wants you to think that. The truth is, most people have no idea just how enormous his impact is on the field. Labeled boring, accused of playing it safe, yet his genius lies hidden in plain sight, only revealing itself to those who pay attention. By the time you notice, the game has already been dominated subtly by him. Today, we're diving deep into the story and career of Sergio Busquets, a player who, despite avoiding the limelight, is regarded as one of the greatest midfielders to ever play the game. It might sound like hyperbole, but trust me, by the end you'll see why. Busquets comes from a football lineage with real pedigree. His father, Carlos Busquets, was a goalkeeper for Barcelona during the 90s, while his mother encouraged athletic pursuits at home. From a young age, Sergio displayed a unique aptitude for the sport, but unlike his peers, who dreamed of scoring spectacular goals, he had his sights set elsewhere. While others chased glory at the front, he studied the subtle space just in front of the defense, the area where one misstep could cost the entire team dearly. He observed this sector of the field like an artist analyzing a canvas, realizing early that very few players could command it effectively. It was there, in that defensive midfield pocket, that he knew he could make his mark. While his contemporaries focused on long-range shots or flashy plays, Busquets honed his positional awareness, tactical intelligence, and composure under pressure. He wasn't aiming to be just another squad member. He wanted to become the silent backbone, the unassuming maestro orchestrating the game from behind the scenes. Of course, there were legendary midfielders before him who excelled in this role. Icons like Frank Rijkaard come to mind, but many players occupying the position were inconsistent or unsure. They didn't know when to step forward, when to hold back, or how to read the opposition. Busquets saw the chaos and thought, "This is where I'll shine." He had the talent and foresight to redefine the role of a defensive midfielder, showing the world that influence doesn't always need a flashy highlight reel. Playing in this position is deceptively difficult. If you've ever been a midfielder yourself, you know the weight of losing the ball in front of your defense. A misplaced pass can cascade into disaster, leaving you apologizing to your entire team. Busquets, however, thrived under pressure. He remained calm, intelligent, and unshakable, developing an almost preternatural ability to anticipate the flow of play. Even among Barcelona's youth prospects, he stood out for his tactical acuity and poise. The club quickly recognized the rare talent they had on their hands. In 2008, Pep Guardiola, who had tracked Busquets since the youth ranks, gave him an opportunity with the first team. At first glance, he was a gangly, understated teenager, not the type of player who would immediately command attention, but Guardiola saw the potential to make him a cornerstone of both Barcelona's and Spain's golden eras. Busquets became the quiet engine behind Barcelona's revolutionary style. He connected defense and attack seamlessly, directing the flow of a game without the need for spectacle. In his debut season, he transitioned from Barcelona B to the senior squad by September, taking the place of established midfielders like Sergio Busquets. What seemed like a modest, unassuming midfielder was quickly proving that game intelligence could outweigh raw physicality or speed. To illustrate just how quickly he ascended, Guardiola trusted him to start in the 2009 Champions League final against Manchester United. Imagine a teenager, fresh from the youth team, stepping into one of the biggest matches in football, and he didn't falter. That same season, Barcelona won the historic treble, with Busquets featuring in 41 matches across all competitions. And it only got better. In 2009, despite the strength of Spain's squad fresh off a European Championship win, he received his first national team call-up and integrated flawlessly, proving his impact transcended club football. But then comes the paradox. Many casual observers still wonder why some claim he does nothing on the pitch. Vicente Del Bosque, the legendary coach, captured it perfectly. If you watch the game, you won't see Busquets. But if you watch Busquets, you see the whole game. That is the essence of his genius. He wasn't about dribbling past 5 players or hitting spectacular long-range shots. His game was subtle, cerebral, positioning, anticipation, and perfectly timed passes that dismantled defenses quietly. Busquets sets the tempo, reads the flow, and always seems 2 steps ahead. He creates passing lanes no one else sees and provides options for teammates, guiding the ball from defense to attack effortlessly. One of his defining traits is his composure under pressure. A pass backward or sideways isn't laziness, it's strategy, a deliberate step in a broader plan. While it might look mundane, each movement is designed to open space, break opposition lines, and prepare for the decisive moment, a perfectly timed vertical pass that sets an attacker free. He is a master of understated control, a seemingly boring player who consistently decides games. To truly grasp Busquets' influence, we need to look at the numbers. Throughout his career, his passing accuracy has been remarkable, consistently exceeding 90%. During the 2011 to 2012 La Liga season, he completed 92% of his passes, finding teammates even in the tightest spaces, maintaining possession, and controlling the rhythm of the match. His defensive contribution is equally impressive, though often overlooked. While he may appear stationary, he cuts crucial passing lanes, forces opponents to adjust, and intercepts plays with precision. These subtle defensive maneuvers are fundamental to both regaining possession and initiating counterattacks. Busquets functions like a living shield, constantly monitoring the game, disrupting the opponent, and linking defense with attack seamlessly. While he doesn't attempt audacious long passes like Xavi or dribble past defenders like Modric, he executes a little bit of everything at the right moment. The brilliance lies in his timing. A game might seem mundane with him circulating the ball sideways, but then, out of nowhere, he delivers an unexpected, perfectly weighted pass that leaves everyone stunned. When asked about the criticism of doing nothing, Busquets himself responds, "If you think I do nothing, it's because you haven't noticed everything happening around me." That statement sums up his career. A quiet, strategic genius who impacts the game in ways most players cannot. He never sought the spotlight. He didn't care about glory or flashy moments. He simply committed to what he did best, ensuring his team functioned at the highest level. His subtle style, intelligence, humility, discipline, and unwavering composure elevate him among the greatest midfielders in football history. In the game, less is often more. And in the case of Sergio Busquets, simplicity is where brilliance resides. If you enjoyed diving into the genius of Sergio Busquets and seeing how the quietest players often have the biggest impact, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into football legends, and share this video with your friends who love the beautiful game. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that changes the way you see football.